Hey guys, and just like that, not really, because I don't remember when I started this, but it took longer than I wanted it to take. And not because it was a hard pattern. There were some glitches in this pattern. We'll talk about that. But because I did not have a whole lot of crochet. So let me show you. Introducing, you've already seen the head, but here is the entire project. This is KUROMI. And I am going to tell you, there's just a little tail. It's supposed to look more, anyway, that's the tail. That's supposed to be a skull. I don't know. I did my best, y'all, with that. I don't know. Anyway. And let me tell you what I found out about KUROMI. I used Bernat blanket yarn. I'm sorry, I used Bernat velvet yarn, the gray and the white. The facial details are just acrylic yarn. The little gold nose is from Hirschner's Worsted 8. And the eyes are some red heart or some random black scrap that I had. The pink bits are actually Himalaya Dolphin Baby. And they both are classified as a number 5. However, there's more density to the Himalaya Dolphin Baby than the Bernat velvet. So I used a smaller hook to make the pink, to make the top parts. Let me show you of the jesters, and it is a jester outfit. That we were correct about that, Laura. You and I, Mad Mimi Crochet. Hey, anyway, this part I used to use the smaller hook, and I did also use a smaller hook to make the skull because it just would work up bigger than the rest of it. But anyway, I was the whole time I was making KUROMI, I was like, groaning, and it turned out to be so cute. But it just let's see if I can find what I found about. Let me tell y'all who KUROMI is. Definitely a part of the Hello Kitty world. She is a part. Okay, I'm just gonna read it. It's a Sanrio character. Maybe I'm not gonna read it right now because the internet is not doing great. Um. Anyway, what I remember about KUROMI, because I think I closed the tab or I did the tab on another device. Yeah, the internet's not doing a great job right now, so I'm not gonna be able to tell you. I'll tell you later. But she is a rabbit. She has two. She can manifest as happy or sad, good or evil. I'm not sure. Apparently the skull, um in on the cartoon, the facial expression of the skull is this changes when her facial expression changes. It is a girl. She is the arch rival of Melody, or and I will Melody is a part of this package, actually. There is a pattern for Melody. It's the one with the big pink ears, but this is Melody's arch rival, KUROMI. And there's more to say about KUROMI, but I can't remember, and my internet is not currently booting up nicely for me. Let me see. And I don't have it somewhere already kind of saved. Yeah, it's not picking it up right now. So anyway, she's done. And I should, well, anyway, that's it. That's all done. Let's move on to the next project. Okay. All right. Bye. All right, y'all. Just one last look at KUROMI. Gonna get delivered to the gift giver on Thursday. So I am going to now tell you all about KUROMI. Hold on. I'm so paranoid. Sorry. That because it's white. I don't want to get it messed up. But my internet is working, I think, today, and so if it's not, we would just be finding that out this minute because it's been working. But let me look up Let me tell y'all who KUROMI is. Sorry, I was just reading some things about KUROMI. Let me see. Who is KUROMI? I found like a really nice. Let's see. How old is KUROMI? I can't find my page. Hold on, guys. Who is KUROMI? All right. All right. um. So KUROMI is a part of the Hello Kitty universe and real character, I guess. And KUROMI, an escaped prisoner of Maryland, has the Melody Key, an artifact with dream corrupting powers. And she and her partner Baku have plans to gather 100 black notes to revive the spirit of. Okay, I'm not doing all right. So KUROMI is a part of the Hello Kitty universe. She is the arch rival of Melody, which is the one with the pink ears. It is female and it's a rabbit. Um, she is wearing a jester's hat, a Joker's hat, and she doesn't like my melody. Okay, all right, whatever. Wait, I just went past some stuff. The things that she likes are writing in her diary, cooking, and reading. This is interesting. These things have a whole story. I had no idea. Anyway, I also read that KUROMI means black beauty in Japanese, apparently. All right, so that's it. I just wanted to show you one last look of KUROMI at KUROMI, and then that's it. She's gonna get delivered. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. All right, guys. Piplups all finished as far as making the parts. Okay, I just finished the two arms. That's the body. These are the two legs. These are the 2 feet. That's the head, sans eyes. And then this is the cape and all the pieces and spikes that go on the cape. That is all ready to go. So it is Wednesday night. It's after 8:30, before 9 o'clock, and it's, I'm tempted. It's 8:28. I'm tempted to go ahead and assemble, but I'm going to think better of that and just, that's it. At least I got the 2 arms done, which was really my whole goal for tonight. And we will be assembling this thing, and then we will make the eyes and glue them on. They will be made out of felt. Okay. That's it. That's all. Bye. Alright, gang. Alright, excuse all the junk in the background, but Piplup is done, guys, except he can't see. He can't see. So we'll talk about this pattern. Not fond at all of this book, based on this one pattern. Anyway, I can't find my felt, so tomorrow I'm going to go to Joann's and I'm going to pick up the felt to make the eyes, and then Piplup will be done. But he, put together, he's cute. But this thing, no. No. So now I'm ready to work on the Marin the Mermaid. And I don't have enough of the colors in one brand of yarn to make Marin. And I learned from all the other 7 or 8 or 12 that I made that it really is best to use the same exact brand of yarn when you make Marin for all parts. Well, this one is supposed to be breast cancer awareness themed with black hair and a pink tail. So this is the Posh, the Big Twist Posh. This is Strawberry Glow. I don't have the other strawberry one. So I'm actually going to pick that up too, along with all the other colors that I did not get to go ahead and make this. So this will be on the docket for tomorrow. And I'm going to use the croissant colorway for the skin tone, because if I was going to use this, then I would use this. But the strawberry shortcake one is actually a lighter pink, so I'm going to use the croissant colorway for the skin tone. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So I can't start that tonight. So I guess I'm just going to watch dramas tonight because, oh, you know what? Nope. I might start my BTS project tonight because I still need to get, so I need to do one amigurumi in purple every month until they all get back from the military. So that will be 18 starting this month. I thought I had to start in December, but really I needed to start in January. So I'm still okay. So yeah, I'm going to be making I think it's a whale all from Jade in this light purple. So I think that's what I'm going to start working on tonight. Okay, bye. Everybody, so I am here because I'm done. I'm done with Piplup. Can y'all believe it? And the crowd goes wild. Anyway, all right, here you go. And then we'll talk about this project and this pattern book. So he is big. Look. There he is with his felt eyes that I'm not that great at, his little buttons. But he is all done. Now, Piplup is clearly a penguin. Yeah, I did the best I could, okay? I did the best I could on this. So, I used mostly loops and threads, the acrylic yarn that they have, and I held it double. That's why it's so big. In the pattern book, I think all of them are made with fingering weight yarn. I'm gonna pull out the pattern book. I got a lot to say about this book. I can only speak for this one pattern though, but I looked up other people's reviews on this book. So anyway, it's this one. It's Pokemon Crochet Book 2. And Piplup is actually right on the front. So I got in there. I got it pretty close, but anyway, I don't know what to say, guys, other than this pattern was so below average. And I don't want to speak ill of a designer, but to be quite honest, there was just a lot missing. So I don't know if it was somebody. I think somebody else had said that they think maybe the publisher was in a rush to get this out there, and so there are things that are just missing. First of all, if you've been with me, it was very, very difficult for me to make the beak. So all of this blue here is one piece. Then you went back and you made these eye sockets. It had to be a better way. Honestly, it probably should have just been color work or something. Anyway, you make these oddly shaped eye sockets and then sew them to the blue. Then you would have this and the bottom and the other eye socket meeting up, and you were supposed to make the beak separately and sew it. I could not make that work for anything. So I basically crocheted my beak the best that I could onto him. And I think that sort of contributes to him not quite looking like I think he's supposed to look. But A lot of this was like this right here. You basically make for the cape and the spikes, you make something in the round for this cape. So it's 2 layers. It's like you're gonna make an amigurumi, except you just folded it flat. It just feels like it was a better way, to be honest. Um. Anyway, I think that the project is fine. I think that if the pattern was, it just wasn't working for me. There, as far as the felt eyes, you get these kinds of things. Now y'all tell me if by looking at this you already know what size to make those eyes and to cut them out. Maybe it's on the grid and each square represents a 1/4 inch, but there is nothing in the book to tell you how to cut the felt pieces on any of the patterns I flipped through. I looked at the front. I thought maybe in the technique section, um, or in the tools and materials section, somewhere there would be like, this is what you do to um make the felt pieces, and then I'll work out for me. I didn't find anything. There was also, for this particular pattern, no instructions on how to sew the head to the body. So you just figure that one on out yourself. Um, yeah. Overall, this was not the best written pattern. And so, of course, because of the frustration, it's not my favorite project. However, I like how he came out. I like how Piplup ends up coming out. And I'm just glad that I got it done. And now he will go and live with my son because this was for him. And I mean, I don't know, because when I look at the picture, it doesn't even look like, look at that. This is me following the pattern and the color changes and everything. But when you look at Piplup here, there's no white. There's none. So how did I don't know. I mean, I really am at a loss on this pattern. Like, how did where's that white coming from? Anyways, anyway, I don't know. The whole time I struggled with this, and I'm just glad it's over and that the project came out nicely. But Piplup is done. So let's move on and talk about what's next. All right, so I found this pattern. Hold on. So if you're keeping up with things, you know that I had 3 things that I said that I was going to make before I moved on to making things that I just kind of want to make. And so this was thing number 2. I already made KUROMI. I've shown you guys that. And now I have finished Piplup. So my next thing now is to make the breast cancer awareness themed mermaid for my bestie in Chicago. Hey, bestie. Anyway, we are going to get started on that. But the issue was, um, I talked about it earlier. I was trying to find the 3. I want to use the same 3, the yarns from the same line. And so now I have choices because, of course, I went to Joann's. And I now have pink, black, and a skin tone in the velvet, Bernat velvet, but I also have it in the posh. You guys, I share with you the posh yarn, so you know I did get most of the colors, and I think by now I have almost all the colors. Um, so let's see if I can find. Let's see, recent. Okay, no. Hmm. Oh no, I think it's on this one. Okay, I'm gonna find it on Etsy. I am using the Posh yarn and the brown colorway for this next project that I'm going to show you as soon as I figure out um, the colorway. Posh. I think it's brown butter. Yeah, I think that's the colorway. Brown butter, but I'm going to make sure. Big twist Posh. It's on sale right now at Joann's for $6.99, normally $9.99. FYI. But the colorway, yeah, it's called brown butter. I found this I came across this pattern. I don't know if you guys go through this, but in my feed on Facebook and also on Instagram, I will get these posts about purchasing crochet patterns. Whenever I get those, guys, I actually go and find them on Etsy because in general, from my experience, those are being stolen from the designer. So if you see something that says, oh, you know, $20 for $550 worth of patterns, that's how I first discovered it. I saw a Facebook feed like that and I recognized the pattern that I had purchased. And it turns out that almost everything on this group of patterns, this bundle that somebody was selling, it was a stolen pattern from the designer. So I saw this let me see, group of patterns that came up on let me see, on Instagram, and it was these animal hand puppets. Can you see those? It came up on Instagram. You get quite a few. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different hand puppets in the download. On Instagram, if you follow that link on Instagram, it was something like $10, $12, which felt like a bargain, right? Because you're getting all these patterns. But I just searched crochet hand puppet pattern, hand puppet pattern crochet or whatever on Etsy, and sure enough, the exact same pattern popped up. This popped up. It's the exact same thing they're advertising on Etsy. Can y'all see that price? It's originally $4.25, and it's from a designer called Muffy Patterns. Muffy Patterns. Let me see what her about says. Introducing Muffy Patterns, your gateway to enchanting amigurumi creations. A unique brand of Muffy yarn. Welcome to Muffy Patterns on Etsy, a brand new destination where imagination meets the art of our crochet. Our shop, Muffy Patterns, is thrilled to unveil a world of beginner-friendly amigurumi patterns that promise to transform your crafting journey. Now, I mean, honestly, this could also be a scam. It could. It could totally be a scam. Scammers can open up a whole thing. But the thing is that, so maybe this is the stolen one. I don't know. But this one, I feel like it's on Etsy. I feel like I trust it more. And I have already seen so many examples of people stealing them and from the designer and then selling them over there on Insta. And the name on Instagram is completely different from Muffy Patterns. Okay. So anyway, it's $2.55 on sale right now if you want it. And so in the pattern you get a bear, a boar, a zebra, a lion, a bunny, a dog, elephant, a fox, a giraffe, a horse, a unicorn, and a wolf. And then they give you a bunch of bonus files, which I probably won't even bother with. Because I mean, I'm a little worried, I was a little worried too. So I don't want to download something that's going to cause me trouble. And I have downloaded it on my old phone. Anyway, I'm doing the bear. Can you see the bear? Right there. It's not the best lighting. And I am using the Posh yarn. So this is my first time using the Posh. I'm using a 5 mm H hook on this, and so far, and I feel like this looks more like a mouse because of the way I place the ears. So we'll call it whatever we want to call it. But I have made the head and the ears so far. It's time for me to move on to the body. I know it's not Marin, but I figure I can reward myself because I did finish 2 of the 3. So I rewarded myself by starting this. So I started this yesterday. The other thing, and I'll put a picture up somewhere around in here so you can see what that hand puppet is going to look like. And if I really, really like it, I will make all of them. I will make all of them at some point. Um, because anyway, I just think they're cute. So that's that. Then I had told you guys that I made this plan to I made a plan for my I'll see my oh, you can't see. Okay, there you go. You can see my chimney down there. You can see some more of my BTS stuff right there. And so you guys know, if you've been around long enough, you know I'm a fan. And therefore, I have decided to do, inspired by somebody on Twitter. I am going to do a project to sort of wait out as we wait for them to finish their military service. So starting this month, I am going to try to do an amigurumi. Could be a big one, could be a small one, but I'm going to try to do an amigurumi every month for the next 18 months using purple yarn, all different brands, but purple yarn. And because purple is BTS colors. And yeah, I'm gonna make one amigurumi a month for the next 18 months until they are all discharged from the military. So I am making all from Jade's whale, and I decided to start with the whale because downloads. Okay, where is that? Sorry, recent. Okay, so whales are significant to BTS. I have a keychain of a purple whale, and so I thought a whale would be perfect. So I am making all from Jade's No Sew Whale family. Well, I'm only doing the mama. So if you guys can see that, there it is. You can see it. So I found this ball of yarn this Bernat blanket yarn that I must have had for years. I didn't bring the label over. I'll show it to you all another time, but the label, I'm about to make a whole mess, is one of those old ones when they had some kind of a raffle contest. And I don't know if they make this color anymore. In the camera, this is looking quite gray, but this is called Winter Grape. And it is a nice kind of grayish lavender, but it's definitely purple. And when I finish the whale, I will take a picture outside in better lighting so you can see it. So far, you start with making the 2 fins, which I have right here. And now, the next thing is to make the tail. And I forgot I think she called these the 2, kind of finny looking things on the end of the tail. They're called flukes. And you make 2 of them. And then you eventually sew them together. So this is the first fluke. I made that before I was just too tired to continue last night. And so that's my fluke. And then you leave a long tail for sewing on this one, because when you put the flukes together, you are going to have a hole between the 2. So this will be used to sew those. So yeah, I got started on my wheel. I'll pop a picture in of the wheel as well somewhere around in here so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so that's it. Those are my projects. I am likely going to go ahead and get started with Marin. The thing about Marin is once I get started, I will probably make the entire body and probably then do the hair another day because the hair is what takes the longest on Marin the Mermaid, which is, I believe, an all from Jade. Is it an all from Jade? Crochet Grove. I think this one. I think Marin is no. Marin, I believe, is cable and canvas. Yeah, Marin is cable and canvas. Anyway, guys, um, that's it. That's all I think for this whole entire video. I have been rambling on, and I think that's it. I don't have anything else to say. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next video. Until we meet again, keep it crafty. Everything you need to know about all these patterns will be linked in the description box below, as well as how to get in touch with me. Okay,